Hello, my name is Matt Hecker, and welcome to Hecker's Fitness Personal Training Program. Today, we're about to take you through a nice ab workout that, with modifications, can be great for anyone from the beginner to the advanced individual. The main thing is to make sure you do not feel any discomfort in the small of your back. And if you do, you'll need to make an adjustment, or simply omit the exercise. So, if you're ready to get started, and you have a ball, we'll go ahead and grab your ball. If you don't have a ball, that's okay. We'll go ahead and do it on the floor with the exact same thing. Now the first part of this, we're going to start off by sitting on the ball, and I'm going to take you through a brief explanation of how to do a crunch on the ball. And then we'll do about 15 to 20 crunches on the ball. So first off, we're going to roll down to the small of our back. Now you have a couple of options here. You can roll further forward, or you can roll further backwards, depending on what's right for you. So we're going to roll backwards on the ball until we feel like we're almost going to fall over backwards. Then we're going to slightly come forward, make sure the ball is just in the small of the back. So we'll roll back about another inch here, right there. Bring your feet back behind, underneath us, so we make our abdominals do all the work. We don't want to allow the legs to assist us as we crunch up. So we take our hands, and we have a couple of options here in a moment of where to place the hands. On the head, across the shoulders, or reach up above. But for now, we're going to go ahead and do a little practice exercise by placing the hands on the abdominal muscles. We want to feel them to see if they're engaged or see if they're tight. Our goal is to keep our abdominals engaged throughout every exercise the entire time. So squeezing the abdominals tight, we're going to crunch up as high as you can, slowly come down, inhaling as you pause at the bottom, and then exhale back up. We're trying not to bounce off the ball, we're trying not to use the legs to assist us. Now go ahead and stop for a moment. If you're feeling discomfort at the small of your back, you'll need to slightly roll forward. The ball is a great aid to assist you in intensifying the exercise or also making it a little bit easier, whatever's right for you. So if you come further forward, it makes it a little bit easier, and hopefully you don't feel any back discomfort. So whatever's right for you, you'll have to find that correct adjustment, and you really want to focus on keeping the abdominals tight. So if you're ready to begin, either on the ball or on the floor, we'll go ahead and center ourselves up on the ball, whatever's right for you, either leaving the hands on the stomach if you want, placing them behind the head, or across the chest, or up above. Whatever's right for you. We'll do 15 to 20 repetitions of our crunch, lifting up, inhaling down. Now keeping the abdominals tight, make sure the abdominals are doing all the work here. We're going to take you through one exercise, or one set of each exercise, and we'll give you a couple of different rotations. Now if you want a greater challenge, obviously you may want to do 2, 3, or potentially 4 sets. Probably not more than 3 though. 15 to 20 repetitions here, and then we're actually going to come into a plank. You'll have the option of doing the plank on the ball or on the floor, whatever's right for you. Now in our plank position, we want our hands directly under the shoulders. We want a nice 90 degrees in our shoulder joint. We want to try to keep a straight line from the back of the head or the top of the shoulders to the heels of our feet, making sure we're not caving or feeling any discomfort in the small of the back. So actively squeezing the abdominals tight, you'll hold for about 10 to 30 seconds. You have a couple of options. If you want more intensity, roll the hands out in front a little further. Really intensify, so be careful. Take your time there. So again, 10 to 30 seconds, whatever's right for you. Making sure you keep the abdominals engaged the entire time and you feel no discomfort in the small of the back. Whenever you're done with that, we're going to come into our second round of exercises. So if you're going to do 2 or 3 sets of that round, you'll go back to your crunches and then back to your plank. However many rounds you would choose to do. So we'll go ahead and curl our left foot in close to our buttocks. Now we're going to squeeze the abdominals tight as we pick the chest and shoulders up. Abdominals are tight. We're going to slowly pick up the right foot here. Now from this position, we're going to exhale, crunching up as high as we can to the sky, inhaling back down. Now again, no discomfort in the small of the back, keeping the abdominals tight here. Low back should be depressed into the floor the entire time. If this did bother your back, you could always place a foot on the floor and do a crunch, lifting straight to the sky. Again, we don't want to crunch too far forward. Too much flexion, it can actually compress the disc in our spine, and we don't want that. So about 15 to 20 on each side, and you go to the opposite side. Nice work, lifting up as high as you can. Nice. This is our single leg modified pike up. Nice work. And when you finish up with this, we'll go ahead and roll onto our side. So roll onto our left side here. We do a side crunch. Again, 15 to 20 repetitions, whatever's right for you. We're going to demonstrate 3 variations. The first one, the feet are on the floor. We'll pick our knees up. We're sitting back on our right butt cheek. Our left arm is out. We're sitting back on our left butt cheek. Left arm is out to our side. Right hand's behind the head. We're crunching, lifting with the right side of the stomach and our oblique. You can also pick the legs up together as you do the crunch and then lower them. Or you can even straighten the legs out and do the same thing, straight leg. The key is keeping the abdominals tight and engaged so you can balance on the butt cheek that's on the floor. In our case, it's the left butt cheek. So keeping the abdominals nice and tight here. Again, 15 to 20 on each side, whatever's right for you. You're going to spin around to the other side, doing the same thing on the opposite side. Nice work. Roll that onto your side here, hand behind the head. Pick the knees up. Abdominals are tight so you can stay on that butt cheek. As you crunch, you're going to press off the bottom arm to assist you coming up. Not to do the work for you, but to assist in increasing range of motion. Squeeze the abdominals nice and tight. Again, if you want to pick up both legs, you can do so as you crunch up and then lower. If you want to straighten the legs out and do the same thing, you can do that as well. Each variation gets a little bit more intense, a little more challenging on the abdominals. Main thing is you do not feel anything in the small of the back. So whenever you finish your 15 to 20 repetitions, we're going to roll over to our stomach, coming up on both elbows in our low plank. Active squeeze in the abdominal muscles as you hold for about 5 to 30 seconds, whatever's right for you. And then you're going to lift the left arm toward the sky, coming into a side plank. We're either going to hold here in a static position, or if you choose to, you can lower about 2 to 3 inches and then squeeze the abdominals as you lift the hips up. Nice. And just oscillate up and down for about 15 to 20 repetitions, or whatever is right for you. Main thing again is that you do not feel any discomfort in the small of the back. Whenever you finish your desired number of repetitions or hold for seconds, we'll come back to the center and then go over to the opposite side for the same thing. Squeezing the abdominals nice and tight, either holding or raising and lowering. Nice work, everybody. Keeping the abdominals tight, make sure there's no discomfort in the small of the back. You're doing a great job. Whenever you finish this, we'll come onto our stomachs, or onto our both elbows, in a low plank, and then we'll slowly lower onto our stomachs and gently lean back off the elbows for a nice abdominal stretch. Now that's the completion of our second round. For a greater intensity, and you'd like to add some other sets, feel free to go ahead and go through the round 1 or 2 more times, whatever's right for you, but great job.